So I just came back from SoCal, from Los Angeles. I went to the Dragon Ball pop up event, the 40th anniversary. I need to get this off my chest. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the event and basically talk about what I thought about the event and what went down because I genuinely think it was not 100% fair at all. Okay. And let me preface this by saying, I had to, I decided to drive down to LA rather than fly. That was the decision that I decided to make. I don't mind driving. I actually enjoy it sometimes, especially a long drive when it can be scenic. Don't mind it. Okay. Right. So we're, I decided to make that decision. We go down to LA for this pop up event, and I see and I check online, you know, I want to know what the details are for this pop up event, when it's going to start, what the best case of action for it is. I check to see what's going to be available. If I do decide that I want to purchase something, like I'm not 100% sure how this pop up event is going to go. I decided just to go off of, like I said, vibes alone. I love Dragon Ball. I've been a fan since I was basically, since I could basically form a thought. So I definitely just wanted to go just to, like I said, just for the vibes. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to go to a pop up event and just have a fun time, and then enjoy the deals that were gonna be happening because I saw there were deals with like food, concessions and shit like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it just looked like it was gonna be a good time. So that's what I had in my mind, right? And then I checked the website and it says for more information, go to the mall's personal website. Now, if anybody knows anything about California, you know that these malls can be very, very, very for pop-up events like this can be very hectic. And even though I had that in the back of my mind, I was thinking, it's Dragon Ball. I can't be that crazy, right? Well, I go to the website, I check, it says if you want to start lining up for this pop-up event, you can, starting at 6 a.m. So I'm going, okay, like I tell my wife, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to leave a little bit early. We're gonna have to get there at 6 a.m. We ended up showing up, I want to say 15 minutes, maybe 10, 12, 10 to 15 minutes later than 6 a.m. All right. Still basically 6 a.m. I show up, seems like the roads are kind of dead. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're at a good moment. We're probably going to get a good spot in line. Everyone's probably there at 6 a.m., but I can't assume everybody did wake up at 6 a.m. And I don't know why I didn't. I had a feeling there would be scalpers, but for some weird reason I wasn't expecting this. So we show up, and the line, I'm telling you, was way out farther than the entrance of the mall. I mean, I was like, oh, there's nobody. There's only like a few, but like some people lined up, and my wife was like, no, like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at the, and the more I drove, the more you could see the line going and going and going. It went out around the mall, and then out to the to a side parking lot. And mind you, this parking lot is not small, and it was going around vehicles in a loop de loop. And I'm just like, what the heck well, we got to line up. So I'm like, let's just line up. Screw it. We're already here. We made the decision to do this. Let's just do it. Right. It's a pop-up event. Surely, it'll be worth it. Long story short, we're there. I'm in line, and then I'm wondering, like, how did this line get so big? Because I understand, like, people were coming in, and then I'm talking to the people in line, and a lot of these people are saying that they also showed up at 6 a.m. And so I'm like, okay, well, if you showed up at 6 a.m. and you're all the way to this side, this end of the line, and there's already a ton of people, like, were they already here? And these people go, yes, they were already here. These people were already here in line when I showed up at 6 a.m. Some people even admitted that they were there before 6 a.m. and they saw people there already. Well, turns out people, scalpers, went to the mall the day before, the night before, stayed there, even though technically on the website the mall said that it would not allow anybody to line up prior to 6 a.m. Okay, keep that in mind. Prior to 6 a.m., the mall website stated that they wouldn't allow this. Well, the scalpers bomb rushed the mall in the morning, early in the morning. Apparently there was police there. Security couldn't do anything. And apparently police were there, but they decided not to do anything either. They're like, it's just Dragon Ball. Well, we're in this line, and the reality sets in that the scalpers are going to get all the good stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did kind of want to get that Goku figure. Okay, the manga colored Goku figure with the white hair. I did kind of want to get that. Now, whether or not I was able to, I didn't know at the time. I was like, I know it's a really sought out for figure. When it went online and Bandai dropped that specific figure arts, I knew based on the reception and the craziness that was going on online for people's reactions to it, that it was not going to be a figure that was easy to get regardless. So I'm like, let's go to this pop-up. Let's go early, just like the website says. Let's, I guess, follow the rules, right? But I guess there are no rules to be followed. I guess if you want to get a figure like this, a very sought out for thing that you just want to get, you best not follow the rules. You better go there the night before. Like, it's just crazy to me. And the fact that nobody did anything to stop these people. The people online, all of us that were online, we're still like, the line's barely moving. It's already past 10 a.m., mind you. So they ask you to line up at 6 a.m. The mall opens up at 10 a.m. That's when the doors were going to open up for people to go in. By the time they decided to just let people in, which was, I believe, a little bit earlier than 10 a.m., didn't matter because it was scalped. Pretty sure the cards were probably the first thing to go, which I thought in my head, I'm like, okay, well, these people are probably going crazy for the figure, right? They're probably going to go crazy for this figure arts. I did not think that they would go for the packs, but they did, and I'm assuming that's 100% the first thing that went out, which actually, now thinking back on it, makes a lot of sense considering how crazy the market is right now for the Dragon Ball Super card game, which I never saw coming, but, you know, we are where we are. And so pretty sure I at the time yesterday, I literally, kid you not, I thought for sure, you know what, that Goku's gone, but at least I can get some packs. At least I can get some. That's what I was thinking. Lo and behold, it was the other way around. And then by the time we even got close to the mall, right, me and like I don't remember their names. I don't even think I got their names. But shout out to the two homies. They were with us in line, and we kept it popping, and we were like trying to have each other's backs. And I mean, they had their back for sure, but like, you know, at a certain point, they were like, "Hey, man, if you want us to save your spot in line, you can go and get the goodies." Because what ended up happening is, I believe they were supposed to have the pop-up event in the sense of like they were gonna have raffles going on for like other like items. But instead, what they decided to do to mitigate like the purchasing of all the other things was they split the lines into two. So you have one line for all the free stuff, all the goodies that come with going to the pop-up event, which was like a tote bag and some stuff that's in the tote bag, like a promo pack and like a exclusive, like a reprint of the manga and stuff like that. And then you had another line that was for, I mean, let's be honest. It was for the scalpers, but now it's for like people that want to buy stuff. Okay, and here's where my issue stems from. That is like, that line was like short, right? Short and sweet. Go in, get your goodies, take pictures if you want to, get out. You can see the stuff, but by the time, fast forward to when we did somehow manage to get in, we went to that line, that second goodies line, and I was thinking, bro, let's just get what we can get and let's get out of here. I'm thinking, I got to get something, at least something, right?
I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
So that's when I'm just like, all right, screw it. Let's go in, get what we get, and then get out. Because I felt so bad because I dragged my wife into this. I thought it was just going to be a normal event. I didn't think it was going to be crazy like that. I didn't think we were going to be in line for like hours on end, and then 6 hours into it thinking, should we just drop out of this line and go? But then at the same time, we've been here for so long. Might as well leave with something. So we decided to do that. But then in the back of our heads, we also kind of, she was awesome about the whole situation. I love my wife, but I did feel bad for our dog because I took our little baby dog with us, and my son, I felt so bad for him because he was stuck in the Airbnb, and I was like, I wasn't expecting this to be so long. So I was like, let's get what we can get and let's go back to check on our boy, man. Like that's not right. So that's what we did. Let's just say the situation definitely escalated when people found out, because all the people that ended up getting to the closer, basically to the entrance of the mall, at that point, there was a lady that came out and was like, everything's basically sold out. Take a picture of what you can get, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like listening to like all the people in front of us, not that far. And everybody's saying, dude, we came in at 6 a.m. We did what the website did, and now there's nothing. And you're telling us there's maybe scraps. Like, and there's like a lady on a megaphone. I'm sorry, not sorry. But the way that she was also handling it, the way that her customer service was, or just crowd control was terrible. She was literally on the megaphone just going like, yeah, there ain't nothing. Like, I went to the goodies line, and I went to it twice. The first time I went, I wasn't even able to get in because they had stopped giving out the goodies, and they were like, oh, come back at 3 p.m. That's when we're going to start. And I'm like, what the hell, bro? So I asked this other lady that was, I'm assuming, working at the event, and I was like, hey, what's in the, like, what is it, just a tote bag? Because they kept saying, you get a tote bag, you get a tote bag, you get a tote bag. And I'm like, but what about all the other stuff? Like, I saw other people come out with other stuff from this line. And she was like, what other stuff? What are you talking about? This is for the tote bag. What are you talking about? And I was like, dude, it was a simple question. I didn't even ask it aggressively. I just asked, what about the other things that come with, are there other things that come with the tote bag? And she just went, what are you talking about? It's literally just a tote bag. Now, she was wrong. There were things definitely in the tote bag that you were getting. And there was also like a promo cards that were like in a little booklet. Those went out also, so I didn't even get a chance to get that. I didn't get a chance to get the figure. The figures that they did have, there's no point in getting those. It was like maybe like a few, maybe like Beast Gohan and whatever, but then I saw he was on sale online, and I don't really need anything like that. All the manga stuff was gone. Ironically enough, we were pretty upset about this. The merch that was available somehow sold out. Somehow that was gone. And then the funny thing is, like, they continued to keep that free goodies bag line. They reopened it even though nobody was there, and everybody that, regardless of whatever the hell was going on, that went to this event on time at 6 a.m. We're already all there in a single line waiting to purchase something regardless. They decide to make those same people form a new line so that they could get free stuff. It's so dumb. It was so asinine. I was like, bro, we're already here. You're telling me you can't just let us go experience the full pop-up event, not sectioned off, and give us the goodies at the same time? Like, what? You guys don't got much to sell anyways. We've been here since 6 a.m. Might as well just give us the goodies. There's no point in forming another line. And guess what? That line took forever to even get in again because we decided, I was like, I'm not going to buy anything. Let's just go to the goodies line. So we just went there. I'm like, I'll take a picture. Picture was like the lady who took the picture, not really the best photo taker. I ain't going to cap. But that's regardless. That's besides the point. I guess I took a picture with Nimbus. It was what it was. There was like a banner with like the Beerus new Beerus show season that was for the Super Anime or whatever. But you basically go in. It's the pop-up mart was sectioned off. They decided just to. I'm not kidding you. I don't think this was something that, because unless other people that went to the other pop-up marts, maybe this is what they did as well. Maybe that line thing was just a normal thing, but seems kind of stupid to me. They split it in half, so all you literally have when you get the goodies is you walk in, they direct you in, You get the tote bag, and then they say, congrats, you made it. And that's it. And then you can take a couple pictures, and that's it. You don't even get to walk around the other section that has all like the figure arts that you could see, regardless of whether you can purchase them. You don't even get to walk around, fam. You only get to see half. And that half is barely anything. And then you have to go back into another line to see the other half. It was so asinine. It was so dumb. And the way that these people were handling the crowd was not like, everybody was genuine. Honestly, deservingly so upset with the whole situation, because how do you let people bomb rush your whole event, take everything, scalp it all, and then the people that followed your rules online don't get anything, and you don't even like. And the best way for you to mitigate the situation is like, hey, there's gonna be we're reforming this line, even though we're all in the same line, and you could just give us the goodies regardless. It's like, it didn't make sense to me. It was a terrible event for that case, because once you get in there, it did not feel rewarding at all. It's unfortunate. I love Dragon Ball. I really was hoping that this pop-up event was going to be a cool little pop-up event, and then we could go walk around. But by the time we got in there, it was just, we were so over it. I was so upset. I was genuinely fuming, because I could not believe they handled it the way that they did, and I could not believe the fact that we did that to her. I mean, we chose to do that. I'm not expecting to feel like I'm not trying to play the victim. I'm trying to just tell you guys how this shit was ran. And terrible. It was terrible. I'm sure there's people online that are like, oh, I came in at this time and I still got the Goku figure. Look at me. And it's like, cool. Okay, cool. But there are genuinely a lot of people that was in that event that showed up on time and didn't get then they got the scraps basically to show for it. And it's not fair. It's not cool. It was a shit show. And you know what's annoying about it too is, like, you talk to one of the staff members that's there, you ask him, hey man, like, we're not, like, what's going on here? And he's like, well, we're going to issue a statement. The mall will probably issue a statement within a few hours, and maybe you guys can get a chance to come. And like, people are asking me, the homeboys were asking me, hey, are you going to come back? Like, what's the situation? And I'm like, dude, I can only come for one day. I ain't trying to stay here, camp out, and for the second day to hope to get this figure. It's really not that, like, I'm not in it like that. Like, you know what I mean? I came here for the vibes and then possibly to get the figure. But if I didn't get the figure, then I didn't get the figure. It was what it was. And it's just kind of annoying for a lot, because I'm sure I wasn't the only one that was in that type of situation where it's like, dude, we're only coming in for this day, you know? And what also is more annoying, what I was thinking about post all of this today, when I drove back from Los Angeles, was this was the final stop of the tour. Like, this pop-up tour, mind you, was a tour, okay? This was the final stop in LA. And you're telling me you guys were not prepared, and it happened in other stops, and you still chose to do nothing about it? Make it make sense, dude. Like, we're just gonna let scalpers win every single fucking time. Again and again, they're just going to buy this shit before anyone else that could possibly be like an actual. I'm gonna refrain from talking maybe a little too out of my tongue or like realm or whatever. But let's just say, a lot of these scalpers, to them, this is just a job. They go in there the day before or just mad early, get the stuff before any of the real fans, and then resell it to said real fans, and then go, see, we're part of the community. I'm so tired of that bullshit, bro. I'm so tired of scalping. Like, it just ruins the fun of any event like this. It just ruins the mysticism that you could have for something like this. Because why would you even decide to, like, I don't trust Bondi with anything anymore. I don't trust the malls. I don't trust any of this shit for, like, pop-up events. And I will never go to one now, ever, because of the way that this one was handled. It was that bad, and I don't want to experience that again. Let's say I really genuinely did, like, want to get something, and I was that, like, I would have crashed out. Like, I genuinely would have. And it's understandably so, because it's not fair. It's asinine, not fair. You don't get, then the people, the staff there, they don't care. They don't care. They're just there to do their job. And it's annoying, and you're just there to enjoy yourself, and you can't even enjoy the event because it has just left a sour taste for the rest of it. And it was a shame. I want to come on here and talk about it because scalpers, scalping, any of that stuff. I'm so sick and tired of it. I did not think that figure was going to be that crazy sought out, and I did not think that manga packs of all things, like, dude, it's so dumb. Like, these people will claim to be a part of like a certain community or hobby or group and claim like, oh, it's better that I'm doing this than XYZ, than XYZ, than XYZ. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're ruining it. Like, you're ruining it. You're not even like, you're like it. I don't fully like believe in gatekeeping stuff, but genuinely, like, I was in the line and I'm like, bruh, they should have just asked all these people some Dragon Ball quiz facts, because I'm guarantee you 90% of them could not answer probably the simplest fucking question, because they were just there for one thing, and that was to get what they were going to get so that they could resell it for 5 times the price, because everything that was in that pop-up event was MSRP. So it was not scalper value. Those packs were actually decently priced for what they were. And I was genuinely hyped about that, because the manga packs for Dragon Ball have gone insane thanks to those said scalpers. Like, you can't get, like, this is certain shit you just can't get. And those said scalpers got it again. Like, that's just what, you know what I'm saying? It drives me nuts thinking about that shit, because it's just like, damn, that's crazy. You just can't be a fan anymore. Shit, like, you just really can't be a fan anymore, because it's like motherfuckers is out there just wanting to resell it to you for a higher price. And I'm so sick of it, because I see like booster boxes, I see packs. This is why I fell off of Pokemon, dude. Like, I'm just not into the Pokemon card game anymore. You don't really expect it here on the channel, because I'm just not into it. For that said reason, the hobby's I'm just over it, man. I'm just over it. Yeah, they're cool cards, and sometimes I'm like, damn, I need to buy some stuff. But then I go and I check, and I'm just like, I ain't fucking spending like $6-8 on a single pack. Like, it's just stupid. Back then it was like, what, $3.99? Now it's that? That's so dumb. And then a booster box, if you don't get it upon release, which, by the way, is damn near impossible to get Pokemon Center shit anymore. It's just all stupid now. And then it just ruins everything, because now you got stores, like local stores now, that are selling stuff at scalper price, because they have no choice, because they got to make their money back. They don't want to run out of business. So they're selling these card games at stupid prices. And I'm just like, bro, I personally have made the choice. I'm not spending that type money on stuff like this. I'm just not. If it's slightly above because the store has to make some money, just slightly, but not scalper pricing, that's different. But if we're talking about scalper pricing and homeboys like, hey, this person has this XYZ and it's a scalper price, I'm like, hell no. N-O, get that away from me. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Only reason why, and I encourage all of you to do this, it's going to be difficult because a lot of y'all are stuck to these and I understand you just want to get it. You just want to get it. I get it. But it's not like, if people just decide to not spend this dumb money for the overpriced price tag that are on these things, the market reflects what the consumer buys. You know what I'm saying? The more y'all keep buying this shit at scalper prices, the more you're also causing the problem. So I just want to say, I don't know. It just pissed me off. It was a terrible event. Bondi, I feel like everyone that was in that pop-up that got genuinely screwed, I think you owe us big time. Or just like, in the future, there needs to be way more communication in terms of like understanding what the hell could happen in a situation like that, and reading the first event and seeing like, oh, this got bombarded and people couldn't really get stuff. And there was like a line out the wazoo. Maybe in the next stops, you try to implement something different to improve that so it doesn't always end up like that. Maybe don't let people bombard. I don't know. Things just seem too obvious for it to make sense, but obviously in this world, nothing ever makes sense. So, yeah, I just wanted to rant about that because it pissed me off. Genuinely did. I'm still pissed about it. I got 2 promo packs. I'm not, upset at like the event for what it like for like you know what I mean. Like I don't know how to say it. I'm upset at like the people that handled the event because I feel like they mishandled it completely and it ended up being the consumer's detriment. But I'm grateful that I was able to go. I'm grateful that I was able to get the free stuff that was there. I got 2 promo packs. I'll probably open in like a shorts in like a form of shorts videos, so stay tuned for those, I guess. And yeah, that's about it. We got a tote bag, and that's about it. So I'm grateful that we got something. I'm grateful that we were able to go in, but it still was a shitty event, terribly hosted, terribly put together, terrible event. Would not recommend, and I ain't doing that shit ever again.